All right, family. Hey, how you doing? Per usual, black love, black pride, black power. You have to know yourself, to love your people. Oh, and recent one I added, but I forgot. Don't get mad, get right. Facts. Anyways, I'm gonna just jump into this next one. Um, this is my little review on Black Panther about T'Challa slash Black Panther himself. Now, a lot of people gonna be mad because everybody gonna treat Black Panther like they knew Jesus. Everybody already like acting like Black Panther is up there with Beyonce, White Jesus, and Obama. And unfortunately, not for the reasons most niggas think. To me, they didn't like that. I want to start off by saying I'm completely insulted, hurt, and disappointed in the way they portrayed Black Panther's character. In particular, in regards to Black people and other Africans that are not in Wakanda. It was trash. It was just trash. They really. These crackers ain't playing no games, y'all. I know it was an all-black cast and director, but it wasn't niggas who wrote the script. And if it was colonized niggas that wrote the script. You know, the people who are going to be making big bucks off of this, the people who are going to be making money off of merchandising and all that, and the rest of the tea. They, and also, you know, just this movie, crackers thought they was slick. Not with me. You may have pulled the wolves over most Negroes' eyes, but not mine. And I'm about to expose the whole goddamn tea. So please be prepared for me to pull out everything that you might have missed when watching Black Panther. Everything that you might have noticed. I know a lot of people say, like to say things like, "Oh, you're digging too deep." Oh, it's not that deep. It absolutely is. These people have been using propaganda and psychological warfare against us since they met us. And with a movie like this, they are going to stuff in as much bullshit as possible. They do not have your best interests at heart. And it is their whole goal to be able to find ways to manipulate and control you on a subconscious level so that they don't have to fear us. Realizing what's going on and retaliating on that bullshit. Anyways, I'm going to just glance at my note. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet. First thing, Black Panther was foul off the rip when it came to Killmonger. There are things that happened with Black Panther before that I was like, kind of ain't shit for that. But this is one of the most major things I want to talk about with him. The difference between how he treated that CIA cracker and how he treated his own flesh and blood cousin. And you know that's some, I'm crossing my leg because I'm into it. You know that's some bullshit. First off, we have this whole dramatic scene where Black Panther goes, or T'Challa goes into the astral plane again and sees his pops, and he yells at his pops like, "You were wrong, should have brought the boy back, woo-doo, bought the blue, I'm gonna fix this." T'Challa never fixed it. He never fixed it with Killmonger. He went out there and made shit worse. Okay? And number two, T'Challa never, not once, apologized to Killmonger. Not once. Not once did he have any kind of sentiment of, you know what, on behalf of, I personally just started fucking up with you very, very recently. But on behalf of my uncles, on behalf of my father, on behalf of all of them, I am sorry, cousin. You know, this shit should have never happened like this. You coming home should have never been like this. Me being completely ungrateful for you killing the man and bringing justice to the man who murdered my father type tease. Black Panther was just holistically ain't shit when it came to his attitude towards Killmonger from the second that nigga jumped out the astral plane. Not right. Okay. Oh, also, let's talk about the fact that that Black Panther never, not once, harmed a European in the whole goddamn movie. Y'all notice that? Really, the main hero in the movie, the people that Black kids and Black men and this and that are gonna walk out of the theater looking up to. Them is the people who he never laid a hand on. The people we needed to see Black Panther whoop some ass on is the people we never got to see him put his hands on. But we got to see him put his hands on plenty of other Black people. This nigga was damn near merciless when it came to Killmonger. But he's over here, you know, trying to spare crackers' lives and shit. You had Killmonger in your hands. And you even had the coldest line of 2018. Every breath you take is mercy from me. Only to not snatch that shit? This nigga killed your daddy. And you gonna just sit there and pretend like, oh my goodness, they really fucked up Black Panther's character in this movie. They did. How about Black Panther, T'Challa's whole attitude towards non-Wakandans in the first place? Incredibly problematic because we had this whole propaganda push, this whole psychological campaign going on to where they're trying to, and they have been trying to, remind niggas over here that Africans don't fuck with you. They don't really see you as one of them. All that kind of type tease, which for the majority of Africa and Africans that I've come across here, and also from, you know, research and stuff, that's not the case. There is a handful of them that come over here with that T'Challa attitude of, you know, you're not specifically from here, or you're not my people because you guys have, you know, went through slavery and shit. But it's compared to most of Africa that fucks with, wants Black people to come home, who knows who we are, that'll, you know, have apology videos and shit on YouTube, or who will come here and reach out. The continental people I fuck with, that is this movie was a global premiere. It premiered in Africa first, in Kenya, if I'm not mistaken. And all it did was reinforce the idea that they can't fuck with us and that they don't fuck with us. And from them watching it over there, we shouldn't fuck with them. Look at Killmonger. We can't associate with those people, you know? And all they know about us is what they see on TV, in the movies. And what are we going to think? Little Black boys and girls watching shit over here. Oh, look at how they did Killmonger. They don't fuck with us. That shit was done on purpose. And this video about Black Panther is gonna be the longest. And it's I'm gonna try and make it succinct as possible, but there's just so much shit that I want to talk about with him, good and bad, that is, you know, it's gonna take a minute to get it all out. But next things next. Or first off, that whole idea that non-Wakandans is not his people, not his problem type T is extremely problematic, especially to have on a global scale like that. First off, I do want to say I think Chadwick Boseman is so fine, and he was wearing every goddamn outfit that he had on in that movie. And Lupita, girl, you better get him. Quit playing, girl. You better get him, because I'm coming for him. No, I'm playing. Lupita is absolutely gorgeous too. I will give a hand clap to the Black love representation. We definitely got to see a beautifully respectful, respectable, healthy love relationship between between T'Challa and Nakia. And that shit right there made my life. You got to see, and I'm gonna talk a bit more about Black Panther's relationships and stuff when I go into the Black love aspect of the movie. But you got to see a really loving, playful, fun relationship between big brother and little sister. You know, just respect, all that. You know, T'Challa was a very respectful, stand-up guy when it came to being in Wakanda and when it came to being Wakandan. Now, the shit that he practiced with his people in Wakanda, he definitely should practice it with African people globally, but they're not going to let him do that, because there's a reason why they let this shit hit mainstream and they pushed it as hard as they did and made it as big as they did, because they don't want us fucking with each other. They don't want us treating each other better. So I don't expect that coming from any mainstream anything anytime soon. So that's that. What else about Black Panther? His reaction to these crackers. Like, I could not. Like, yes, okay. That CIA, first off, you knew the CIA agent wasn't shit from jump. The CIA agent is there to go and buy vibranium from your mark, which means that clearly crackers know when to work together and whatnot. You know, he does not have any respect for you, your people, or your country already. You know, this cracker does not give two flying flamingos, and you bring them home? Everybody already knows you by now. By now, you don't show crackers shit. Let them think that you don't got nothing but goat herders and a sack of rice. Because they are coming for it. They are coming for it. And the only reason why the CIA agent is playing nice is because it's in his best interest too. Yeah, let me keep good relations with these niggers over here so that I can see if I can get the CIA cut a deal on some of this shit. Yeah, no, don't go give these weapons to the people we're oppressing. Let's see if we can work something out where you can give them to us. And that's the whole reason why the CIA agent was working with them in the first place, to keep those ships from from carrying out the mission, because those guns were not going to Europeans. Those guns were not going to the people in power. It was going to niggas. It was going to niggas worldwide. And if we would have got our hands on that shit, it would have been a wrap. No more white supremacy. No more white supremacy. If niggas get their hands on that shit. That's why the whole movie was about keeping that stuff away from us, because they don't want us to have it, because their shit will end. It will be over. And Black Panther and this whole get down playing right into it. Whew. What else was it about Black Panther? I thought his accent was well. I was happy with the fact that a lot of the cast was diasporic Africans. Lupita's from Mexico. Angela Bassett is from somewhere over here in the States. You know, we had Forrest Whitaker. We had Daniel Kaluuya, who was from the UK. We had the girl who played the little sister, who's also from the UK. I really like the fact that they brought Africans from the diaspora and had them play continental Africans, because we need to be able to see ourselves as who we are, and that is African people. So I was definitely happy with that, and I'll touch on that more about the diaspora versus continent debacle in that movie. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I know I have a ton more to say about it'll be sounding like a little bit of a repeat from what I said on Killmonger stuff, but Black Panther was foul as fuck. He was. You just hop out the damn vision. You just leave the astral plane. Your father just told you that he hid a secret, that him and his or that he did some foul shit with your other uncle, or your uncle, cousin, or whoever the case may be. You know, he tells you who this little boy is. He tells you all that, you know. And then on top of that, now mind you, Black Panther, T'Challa goes and finds out who Killmonger is before meeting Killmonger. Okay, Killmonger just came in with the body that Black Panther couldn't snatch, and you know what? Killmonger snatched him from Black Panther. And I really want to say this was a whole big ass case of pride, just some super ego. Like, T'Challa was on a super ego trip the way he came at Killmonger. Had to be, because you know who this man is. You know this is your long lost cousin. You know he was done foul. You know he's Wakandan. You know what's tea. And he's coming in with your enemy that you couldn't take care of. You didn't take care of, that you lost him to and whatnot. You know, type teas, and you're automatically threatened. You're feeling salty. You're in your feelings. You're in your fucking ego. So when you finally meet this man, it's just all bad. Now, mind you, some might even say, oh, well, he was working, you know, the CIA dude said he was one of his. Well, the same attitude you had towards Killmonger had towards that cracker that you got sitting there, that whole CIA, U.S. super government official type teas you got sitting there in your dwellings and shit. Do that. It's too much looking down. Is it better this way? Oh, well, y'all gonna be all right. All right. So we got T'Challa sitting there on his throne, looking salty as fuck, attitude on 10, and then gonna sit there and deny the nigga. Killmonger come in, you know, yeah, I brought the body, I'm home, what's tea? And Black Panther won't even tell these niggas who he is. Killmonger's like, ask me who I am, ask me my name. Since, you know, Black Panther gonna get up in his face talking about the only reason I don't care about you bringing in the murderer of my father. I'll kill you where you stand, but only because I know who you are, I won't kill you where you stand type tease. I'm like, and even if this nigga wasn't your cousin who was did dirty by your daddy and the rest of your family and shit, have a little bit of gratefulness toward this nigga for bringing in your body. Have a little bit of Black Panther was never that pompous or cocky or disrespectful towards not one European in none of the movies that he's been featured in. None of them. But he came on 10 to Killmonger. Just started off on 10. Whole aura, attitude, and energy on 10. Then go sit there and threaten the man, disrespect the man, and then not even have the decency of letting this man say who he is to the rest of these niggas in this room. Foul as fuck. So then the dude with the lip plate finally asked, and he's like, oh yeah, by the way, check me out, cuz. And Angela Bassett's like, oh no, you like a spoiler alert. I should put that shit in everything. Angela Bassett's over here like, no, it can't be. And nigga, you know this shit's true. That's why you finally had to say that shit. And then so you finally ask what you want, what he want. And of course he gonna want to challenge you to the throne. Because clearly you ain't doing shit for nobody else. But what's going on in here? Gonna sit here. The list just went on. I already touched on it more in Killmonger's video and all that. But Black Panther was just a huge disappointment when it came to especially his first interaction with Killmonger. And I do believe, I know we were talking about a story, a script somebody had to write, but there's a reason why they didn't write it the way I'm about to say it. I do believe that if Black Panther would have welcomed his cousin with open arms, as soon as the nigga came in there, I know who you are, cuz I'm sorry about what happened. Thank you for helping me out with Killmonger. Let's get you something to eat. Let's get you something to drink. Let's catch up and find out what's tea. And if Killmonger would have still been on his attitude type shit, sure. But chances are, even the way his whole attitude about how he responded to everything might have had to switch up a little bit if people were being a little more welcoming and friendly. Hey, everybody, this is my cousin. This is what went back down. Unfortunately, my father was pretty dope, but he had his flaws. And one of them was the secret that he kept from us. But since this is our family, this is our brother, this is my blood, this is my cousin. He, bears my shit. We know what's real. Let's make him feel at home. Welcome home. That's how T'Challa should have came up to Killmonger. Welcome home. We didn't know you existed, but now that we do, we're sorry we missed you. Let's fix this. That's how it should have been. Now, mind you, Killmonger wasn't saying shit too differently from what Daniel Kaluuya's character was saying. And he wasn't saying shit too differently from what Lupita's character was saying, from what Nakia was saying. They was all on the same team. They was all saying the same shit. There's a whole world of our people out there struggling and suffering. Nakia's like, you want me to stay here in Wakanda where everything is all peachy? Nigga, you just found me freeing the Africans who were being taken into slavery. It's 2018. They're still taking niggas into slavery. You want me to stay in Wakanda? Like, the whole love thing that they had going on was beautiful, but that was some super duper selfish shit. And it just, this video almost 20 minutes. I didn't mean for it to be this long. I'm gonna just go ahead and wrap this up. They played the fuck out of Black Panther's life. He is everybody's favorite stand-up guy when it comes to inside of Wakanda and dealing with crackers, but when it comes to dealing with other African people outside of Wakanda, they made this nigga look like trash, and I'm not here for it. Canceled. I'm sorry. If you must watch this movie, watch it on bootleg. And also watch it after watching my things, my videos, so that you can be thinking critically and actively see everything and not get subconsciously, psychologically programmed by these crackers. Anyways, Black love, Black pride, Black power. You have to know yourself, to love your people. Don't get mad. Get right. Love y'all. Peace.